Hello again, good evening, Sunday evening again, August 9th, in the middle of a heat wave. And, we're here again, Chips and Bricks, episode number 10, where we are going to look at Evoke, because Evoke or Novoke is coming up next weekend online again here. If you have entries, deadlines are posted on the website, so you can put them in before the deadline. Really important that you don't miss that. They're pretty early, so keep an eye out for that. Before, however, we are going to do all the Evoke stuff, I want to come back to some news that we got on Friday, and it was that our good friend Reward passed away. I've had the chance, the luck, the favor, the experience, whatever, to meet Reward a few times on the hills in Helsinki. Went to his house once to talk about business stuff. Had a look at his cats at his place. Really cool guy. Did a lot of stuff for the early demo scene, and later with Remedy did all the Max Payne games and stuff like that. So yeah, will be missed. If there is something called an afterlife, I'm pretty sure he is there with DDT right now and some other guys, probably getting completely wasted and drunk. So to do that first, before we go to Evoke, we're gonna do a demo that probably Reward will one of the demos that he will be remembered for most, which is Scoopex's Mental Hangover, which is running on the Amiga here. We'll get back to what's in the rest of the show later on, but first of all, I'm gonna go to the Amiga. Let's just restart this one first, and that should go somewhere. It takes a while to load up because we are doing everything here on real hardware. So yeah, let's just start this for Reward. This is Scoopex with Mental Hangover, and we'll be back after that. and this is where it always goes wrong in this demo. It seems that it doesn't really like any memory expansion. I've had people on the internet ask me the same question. Does this happen with your setup as well? Yes, it does. It just doesn't do it. So let's leave Mental Hangover for that. So rest in peace, Reward. We are pretty sure that you have lived hard, and we know you have. So Evoke. We're going to be looking at, let's just mute that for a while. We're going to be looking at the alternative platforms mostly from Evoke, because that's what we do. We always focus on Commodore 64 and Amiga. So, but we've also going to add some Atari VCS, and we are also throwing in some Mega Drive here. So we're going to have 4 platforms here, all going live, and we only have to switch one cable live during the broadcast. So let's hope that all goes according to plan. We're gonna start off with some C64 stuff here. Jumping, well, not too much. I think we're gonna go back up to 1999, but we're gonna go up and down a bit. Start off with the Commodore 64 here. The first one is from 2018, is a demo called Jump by Abyss Connection. Abyss Connection is one of the groups that releases regularly, if not every year, at Evoke. If it's not, it's a party scroller. It's a very nice demo, and this is not the last demo here in this show. All right, so we have the C64 ready. Let's get the disc in there. And get the C64 in, actually, because that would be a good idea. Alright. Some nice discard. Cool, lovely, and lead block free. I didn't even see that previously. Alright, let's put the volume for the C64 up. And this will be Abyss Connection with Jump. as you know, I am a nutcase for good Petsky stuff, and this is certainly one of them. Very nice greetings part, and then the scroller on top of it. Next up is a small intro one-parter by TRSI called Kellerkind. Evoke has more of the little one-filers and say, hey, we are there. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. As always said, a release is a release is a release, even if it's a small thingy, if it's a big thingy. It doesn't matter, you throw something in there, you don't need to win the bloody competition. You just don't. Let's get started with Kellerkind by TRSI. Small little thingy, little VU meter audio display. You'll see it. Let's load that up. Yes, Evoke has never ever run out of beer. Absolutely not on the first Friday at 10 or 11 in the evening, or when the bar closed and we have to go to a local kiosk and get some extra supplies. Oki, I'm looking at you going through that trip throughout the night and returning home, well, to the party with 2 crates. This was a small little one filer, one intro scroller, whatever you want to call it, by TRSI. Lovely music. You have to appreciate the deep bass, obviously, which does sound better if you're not going to all the hardware and all the encodings on the internet, by the way. So check that out on actual hardware for yourself. Emulators do not do it justice, or H.264 encoders for that record. Next up is an entry from 1999 by Smash Designs. Oh, look, a nice little devil there. And this is the entry where, setting the playlist, I know, okay, this is a copyright strike and we're gonna get demonetized, so that just happens. It's Flat Wild from 1999, and when you look at it, yes, it throws you back to that era. Alright. Don't think this had any dear art. No, it did not. So, yes, made by DCP of Smash Designs. Do the fast loading thingy, and Flat Wild. And once you see it, you'll recognize it, and you'll never get the thing out of your head again. Also, very nice clear screen through the side border. That was that. Flat Wild by Smash Designs 1999. Jumping forward now to 2016. A little production by Hitman called Evoke. I guess it's gonna be more Petsky. So yeah, very nice pesky graphics. Also, I have to look back at what the design was, but every year Evoke has a completely new style, a new design, a new logo, and the more unreadable it is, the better. And I would have to look back if this logo would be the one from that year, 2016. Would have to go back and have a look. The internet is your friend on that topic, so okay, the volume was a bit loud, but it's okay. So I have to check every now and then. The mixer is down there in the basement, because the entire desk is full with stuff. There's an Amiga 600 here, there's a Commodore 64, there's a VCS, Atari 2600, and behind the mixer, well hidden, is the Sega Mega Drive for the moment. So we're gonna do two more C64 stuffs, and then we're gonna go to some Amiga productions. So the next one up is by DSS Digital Sound Systems. Little production called Tunnelscheiße. Anyway, shit with tunnels. No, yeah, small little production here. Still on C64. Up next is a group which kind of only releases stuff at Evoke, or not that much parties anyway. It's only also a low member count. I think it's only one person actually. It's Da Capo. They have done multiple productions at Evoke, and we have picked up a small production of theirs, a small intro. It's nice and colorful, really small, really cool. There has some sweet design touch to it. I think a small lower border sprite for the logo, and border sprites always get extra points. This is RGBA by Da Capo. Small little thingy there by Da Capo. Let's put it back in the corner here for a while we talk to the rest of it. So this is it for the C64 for now. We'll be back to some more C64 stuff later. We're gonna jump to the Amiga now for a few entries. As always, a good, vibrant Amiga community at Evoke present, even if it's only 1 or 2 releases every year. There is always something, and that's really cool, because it's Amiga, and Amiga is the best computer ever. You know, PC sucks, Atari sucks, Amiga rules, and everything else, and that's it. Good. Insane is up next with the GRP invitation. This one will be from 2016. Let's see if Mr. Screen is awake. As you know, yes, Mr. Screen is awake. Let's load that up and go to our Amiga. And that's loading up now. For the record, so again, Amiga 600 OCS, 2 megabytes of chip, and 8 megabytes of fast RAM for the things that needs or dislikes it, to give you an idea on the hardware that we're using here. One of the other groups that's also pretty much present every year at Evoke is Moods Plateau with an Amiga release. Thank you for that, guys. Keeping the Amiga alive and kicking. Even if it's like the next one is like a little status release into what's been done in the last year and what's coming up, but still it's a small thingy, a small writer that they always throw in there. It's much appreciated, and it's always lovely to see Amiga stuff being announced on the big screen. So let's check this one out. So yes, this was released when Evoke had the Overlord logo going on, 2012 for the record. Next up is a small production by Desire, Compo, and that is from 2018, all on OCS Amiga, by the way. We're not doing any AGA stuff over here until now, because, you know, I'm still an arrogant bastard, and I think OCS has better demos than AGA. Okay, you have more colors, but still, it's you have to stick to the 68000 because that's tradition. I don't know. Let's see what that brings. So up next is Desire, Compo. This is from 2018, so actually pretty recent. So here's a hint: if you want to be featured on the show here, do something with horizontal or vertical colorful bars, because that's something that always like, ooh, shiny, and I put that in there because I can. So blah. Next one is bit of a bigger demo. You know, we've seen a little of the small one part as by Moose Plateau and Desire. Even the GURP invitation wasn't really like a few screens, few logos. But we have a bigger demo next, still on Amiga. This is by Rift. It's from 2017 and it is called uh, Meadows. And see, we love Evoke. Everybody loves Evoke. It even has a nice exit. This you can just say yay for that. Auto disk is already in there. Let's load it up and check Meadows by Rift. And that was Meadows by Rift. I now need to reach over a bit because I need to push a button. And if that button has worked okay, ha, it has. Good. Let's put my face back in here as well. Alright, cool. Up next is a VCS entry, and not that much VCS entries on Evoke, but some, and Chopin has made a lot of them, and we're gonna do one of them here, because, you know, we should have VCS somewhere. One day I'm gonna do a VCS special, and maybe even a VIC-20 special. Let's also mute the Amiga here for a while in case it starts buzzing in the background. You have no idea how noisy the audio on the Amiga 600 is. So yeah, up next is Prost by Chopin of DSS. It's from 2012, and as you all can see, it runs on the Atari VCS, and if I did all correctly, I have to push this button on the joystick and it should load. And this goes on forever. It just loops and loops and loops. It's very cool, very small thing on VCS. Absolutely not an easy console to program for, because it literally has no memory. Although if you look at the revision seminars, there are some good ones on getting started on VCS coding with an entire toolkit, and stuff has gotten available in the last years. If you feel like it and you like a bit of a challenge, have a look at VCS. I haven't done so myself yet, but please do. Plenty of cool stuff around there. And then, stick to the VCS on its own. Please do not go and make any of those add-on cartridges, which basically run everything in the cartridge on a big fast CPU and only use the VCS for video output, because that's just not the real thing. Now, only one VCS entry this time. There will be more in future episodes, I promise, because I love the platform myself. Before that, I want to say thanks to the people who provide us all the things here with all the consoles and the SD cards and whatnot. Reminds me, I have to replug the SD card from the VCS to the Mega Drive in a minute. Well, not in a minute, in about 10 minutes. So mental note to myself here. So no, I want to say thanks to the people from consolecables.be who support us with all the cables and the power supplies and all the hardware, like the Mega Drive and the VCS and some of the video equipment. Give them some support. There's a discount code CB, Chips and Bricks, obviously. And, help them, help us, they support the demo scene. So, yeah, that's that. We should now go back to C64. Cool, alright. Am I still here? Yes, I'm still here, cool. So, Up next is from 2011. I was saying a bit in the past here. Is a production by Fairlight. It's called Techno Viking, and if all is well, the D64 is loaded into the cartridge. It is, and we are techno. I have the volume on. Lovely. Let's get this started. Fairlight with Techno Viking. And when it starts to bug, you know it's time to switch off the the demo. So yeah, that was Techno Viking by Fairlight from 2011 already. We're gonna jump up and down systems, left and right for a bit now. We're gonna go back to, let's just reset the C64 next to me because it keeps making all these crazy disk noises that doesn't need to be there. It's just plain annoying. So no, up next is Amiga, and one of the newer groups which have popped up on the Amiga platform. Absolutely big heads up to Losso for that is Attention Whore, and we're gonna show here one of their invitations. Yes, hello, what a word, invitation. For their demo parties that they always do at the end of the year. If you are playing along in the chat, you can see it if you can type the name of it in there, or else I'll just shout it out later. Let's do a completely silly and ad hoc quiz because blah, I think we can. Alright, let's have a look on Mr. Screen if everything is in there. Yes, it is. PLNX by Attention Whore. On the Amiga. What do you mean no signal? Oh yes. It helps if I push that button again. Here we go. Cool. And that was that. Oh, it's gonna go. Let's just put me on the main screen here while we do that. Okay, mute the Amiga and re-enable the sound on the C64, because we're gonna go back to the C64 now for a little production again by TRSI, made by Street Tough, guy who I know for many years already. Tuffy, if you see this, hello. Always good to see you. It was really cool talking to you again on the revision Discord back at Easter. So I hope you do well. I hope we get to see each other again and basically hang out. Good. There's some sound in here. I don't think it's in the broadcast, so I am not going to care about that. So no. Up next is again from 2011. We're going back a bit. With a little production by TRSI. In the meantime, I have to untangle myself here from all the cables and change around some video cables so that we can put the Mega Drive into the workflow. So the question is, did the C64 reboot? Yes, it absolutely did. Cool. Where am I? I am here. Okie dokie. Do we have the disc in there? Oh, we do not. That's not. Oh yeah, it's a PRG. So we've done Fairlight. We are now going to go with TRSI, and we got Signal. Okie dokie. That was We Got Signal by TRSI, and I will now go and do a little test and see if it worked. Yes, my little SCART cable transplantation worked. Pro tip, if you have an OSSC, open source CAN converter, there is a tiny switch next to the HDMI out that will turn your AV1 out into an AV2 input. And if you're looking for 2 hours, why the heck you don't have any audio on your setup? That's why. That's the little switch that you need to toggle. So we will now go, and I even made a special card for this. Look, we are going to the Mega Drive, and oh dear, I'm lost in my own buttons here. Okay, here I am again. I need to get my controller, which is over here. And we are gonna go to the first Mega Drive demo of the evening. Is the first, which means there are multiples, because I'm not doing all of this work for one just demo, and there is one Mega Drive demo, well, two actually, but I can only win one, that you have to see. But first up, we're gonna go with a demo from 2017. It's Masiaka by Resistance, and if all goes well, it's still in the flash of this EverDrive. And if not, I have to change my playlist order. a lot of big graphics work in this Sega Mega Drive demo, Masiaka by Resistance. Jumping back just 1 year now, we're going back to the C64 here for a second. Well, for a second, because blah, C64. This is a demo that I think I was sitting next to a truck watching this. Let's just mute the Mega Drive for a second. Here we go. And I would say the main effect in this demo is so stupid. It's just simply wonderful, and it's Connect Me by Abyss Connection. As said, they do more releases at Evoke, and this is certainly one of their better ones and one of their coolest ones. It's just very lovely, very amazing. It's just I love this demo completely, all the design, and see how many of the characters that you actually recognize. Alright, let's just say that you cannot do stuff blindly on a Mega Drive, so I'm gonna have to do this very much live. Okay, let's see, let's go back to the Mega Drive. We have to select our ROM here because it's an EverDrive. Okie dokie. No, oh dear lord. I'm already happy that the menu system works a bit. So of course, yes. Up next is let's mute the C64 for a bit and let's go. It's on the Amiga screen and here we are. Good. Everything is set up and I don't have enough inputs here on the mixer, so we're gonna have to do it this way. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, Maximum Overdrive, the first one is up next. One of the best Sega Mega Drive demos, and I see people in the chat scream that yeah, it's almost as good as an Amiga 500 demo. No, I think it's actually better than many Amiga 500 demos. That's my opinion. I'm an arrogant bastard, and I have the opinion. And if you don't agree with me, buy me a beer. Really. Tears shed. Let's say yes, it's a good start. Do not turn off the system. It's gonna erase the flash RAM and do stuff. And yeah, so if you think that you have long loading times on C64 or Amiga, try doing stuff here on an EverDrive and getting actually not that much of a file into the flash RAM. So yeah, anyway. Until we do that, oh look, it's copying. Evoke, Novoke deadlines are coming up. I think actually Tuesday, Thursday, and it's in the morning, 10 a.m. So you have basically until Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning to get your old school stuff in. 24 hours later, you can do. There's a deadline for the new school stuff. It's novoke.eu, .de, .whatever. Your favorite search engine will point you to the website, because we've been looking at Evoke stuff here from the last, well, close to 20 years. 1999 was our oldest demo. So, yep, in the meantime, this one is ready. the laughs that got when the when that achievement unlock screen came on at the end of this demo when you were in the hall was simply amazing. Very very cool demo on any platform, and doing this for a Mega Drive. Overdrive 2 of course is bigger and better and everything more, but not now. So anyway, this was the last demo of our show for tonight. So before we go, a few messages. First of all, if you're looking at this on Twitch, please hit the follow button to be notified of new episodes. We do every Sunday, we do our stuff. If you want to go online, chipsandbricks.eu for all the main links. We have a Facebook page, Chips and Bricks, where we post random blabberings, whatever we find. And then on Twitch, twitch.tv/chipsandbricks. Besides that, if you're rewatching this on YouTube, you can also subscribe and do notification bells and, basically whatever you want to stay in touch and keep notified of all our stuff. Also, as we have been discussing in the chat for a bit, Evoke. How about old school platforms as a separate compo? I know you have plenty of compos. I know it's always a scratch to put them in there, but alternative platforms, as I've said, are refrigerators and Teslas, and maybe like your latest iPhone or Android device, whatever. An old school compo. I think we can fill it. Looking at the last few years, what alternative platforms have done. I think we can stuff an old school compo. Of course, if we don't, sorry. Anyway, it's an idea. For that, we are going to sign off here. For now, we'll be back with this, another segment looking back at another party next Sunday at 8 p.m. CET. That's Brussels time. Central European. When we do it. And that is going to be it for me. I need my exit screen. Here's my exit screen coming up soon. So yeah, I have been an arrogant bastard. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Drop some comments if you like it. Give some hints what you would like to see. There's an entire plethora of parties on Demoscene that we can dig into, and we have all the hardware here to run this. So until then, I have been an arrogant bastard. This has been Chips and Bricks episode number 10, and we will see you soon. Goodbye.